It has been known and appreciated since the beginning of time that art and medicine are linked. You can cure a disease, but to heal an illness requires the elements of humanistic care, which include the arts.
Imagination is limitless, and it allows someone the opportunity to identify with something bigger than illness. In other words, creativity. The creative process is the most natural process. And creativity is healing in many different ways, body, mind, and spirit.
To have somebody there doing art, doing the essence of what people are, makes a huge difference. And this is what Arts at Lifespan is all about. It's a treasure hunt now. People will tell you it takes their mind off stuff. People will tell you that it was to have somebody to talk to. People will tell you that they found art again, they found a way to express themselves. I had stage 3 breast cancer, and I went through a rather lengthy treatment with lots of chemo involved. They were throwing these little bottles away, and I brought them home and I covered them with clay because I had worked with clay all my life, and I decorated them, and I gave the first one to my chemo nurse, Jane Miller, who I still remember her name. From there, everybody wanted one. Everybody that saw one wanted one, so it kept me busy. I had something to do. Just made hundreds of them and handed them to patients, to people. You cannot buy bottles of hope. You cannot sell bottles of hope. They have to be given away in their purest form.
I think one of the most important roles that the arts play in the healing process for both children and adults is the ability to take your identity off of someone who's sick or someone who has illness and expand your awareness to someone who is a creative person. So the arts are very healing in the sense that it really helps take you out of your immediate environment and bring you somewhere else.
I was a psychology major at Brown, which even though I didn't officially go into that field, it's been immensely helpful. And I've kept up on reading over the years. And there's data in medical environments in terms of what music does to the well-being of patients. There's lots of healthy benefits to playing music and hearing music and singing in the medical environment. When I'm with children, they get absorbed, they get involved. Sometimes their appointments are like 6 hours long. Sometimes they're in the hospital for days on end. Some of these children grow up in the hospital. And so the more activities they have, the more things they have to do that are engaging, enriching, the more relaxed they'll be, the more healthy they'll feel. And we're not talking just about the patients. We're talking about their siblings. We're talking about their parents, their grandparents. And the more fun we have in the hospital and the more enriching the activities, the better off everybody is. And one of the goals is to remind us that these children are children and that they're entitled to a childhood, to do interesting and fun activities and creative activities, and to be able to do that even when they're in the hospital and in the medical environment. It's nothing like having a laugh or just hanging out or having the companionship of supportive staff at the hospital to help make the experience better.
Museum on Rounds is a great program because not only does it have obviously the creative aspects of the art making process, but it also has the educational portion where every art project is based on an artist, a local artist or a well-known artist throughout history. Today we were doing Georgia O'Keeffe. She was so happy because she said she was so bored in her room. She was laying there for days, and it's always just a nice opportunity to get them into the playroom, into the art making process, and interacting not only with other staff members but with other patients as well. I think that art plays a huge role in the recovery process of patients of all ages. I think it gives them the opportunity to make their own decisions. With the creative process, you're in charge, and I feel like so many patients who are here are constantly being told you have to do this is happening to you, and it gives them kind of an opportunity to be in charge and have control over what they're doing.
Poetry narrative medicine, works of art, theater, music, are all involved in a patient's well-being.